Alright, just a quick test just to see if the audio is working. What's going on there? What's going on there? What's going on there? Is it looping in the background? What's going on there? Is it looping in the background? What's going on? I hope not. I sincerely hope it's not looping in the background. It might be there. I'll listen to that one more time. Is it looping in the background? What's going on? I think it's alright. Okay. There's like a little bit of delay from OBS. I don't know. I noticed this before, and I don't think it's a huge or significant issue, but... Alright, so the last time we set up... What did I do? Right, that's alright. How are we doing on this? We did a few of the quests, right? Did a few of them. But I want to switch it up to... I really need to remove this stupid thing. Let me just get rid of this. Oh, I can't... sorry. Still haven't done the thing with that. Let me just get rid of this. How are we going to access the... Might be able to get in, yeah. So this is negative X and negative Z. So we're just going to remove this section here. It's fine. Just don't want this thing here anymore, it's annoying me. You alright, Alfie? How you doing? That's negative, isn't it? I could probably obviously do a bit more than just this, but I can't remember what the limit is, and I know there's too much here to do it in one. Well, to be honest, I probably could have got close to doing it in one go. Let's just do it anyway. There's actually one block left. There you go. Just because it's annoying me having that thing there. Alright, so let's go. Let's take a switch things up now. And we're going to go for a bit of astral sorcery, I think. Just want to remove some of these obvious. So where should we do astral sorcery? Guess we could just prepare another large area around here. Let's just do it like this. So if we take a look at this is negative Z and positive X. Just give it a little bit more. Okay. Astral sorcery obviously needs ridiculous amounts of space. It's one of the most demanding in that respect. So what we're going to do is we're going to just, you know what, I do kind of need to find kind of need to find, I'm trying to think, what do I have in ways of teleportation? I am going to have to find a teleportation thing, right? Let me just see if there's anything for teleportation. What did I have again? There is something I think in... I probably do need to at least find... You know what I could do? I think it might be in locate, actually. Yeah. I'll just TP between these two spots. So currently our location is minus 13, 100. I mean, that's pretty easy to remember, right? As long as I got it correct. Yeah. Let's just go here then. Alright, do we have the Astral Sorcery book? Go check it. So we're just going to chuck away most of this stuff that we've got. Most of the stuff I've got I don't really want at the moment. Oh, what have I just done there? Bro, no. Alright, just going to get rid of random stuff we're not going to be using for this segment. Yeah, alright, time to focus on Astral Sorcery. Alright. Not that game mode, dude. The other one. The other one. What is the recipe of Astral Tome? It's probably just Aquamarine, isn't it? I don't know where my Astral... I think you do get it at the beginning. I'm pretty sure it's... Alright, Amara. Is there a problem here? This looks like a small one. What the hell? This is the wrong thing. That's bizarre, isn't it? Not to worry. It doesn't really matter. As long as we go back to minus 13, 100, we can just go to as many of these. I was surprised at that. Because you would think that a small shrine would be one of these. As long as we can find the thing. The normal world spawning of these things is actually really low. You have to bump it up massively, really. Let's see if this one's bigger. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Just wanted to have the crystal because, again, with a lot of these mods, I can't remember. I think that's everything, right? I think that is everything. Let's just check. At this point, I'm pretty sure we've got them all. It's not 6, is it? No. So if you don't know about Astral Sorcery, basically what happens is if once you collect that amount of constellation paper, you take another one, and it says there's nothing here. Doesn't mean there's no more constellations. What it means is the constellations are all locked. Space, yeah, I've got all the major constellations. The next ones would be the dim ones, and then you get the faint ones as well at the end. Alright, so now we can go into it. And so if you want to get the luminous crafting table, you simply get a crafting table and you get something called a linking tool. I think that's available at this stage, right? Right, it's resonating one at this stage. So that is obviously possible to get. So let's get those items quickly. Marble, aquamarine, ender pearl. Not you. So it auto targets it anyway, right? So you don't actually need the linking tool. But the problem is here is it hasn't actually got pathway to the sky, which is also essential for this. Did I do it correctly? I think I did. Oh, well, yeah, I did, because we've got... So you see, as soon as... It makes it quickly, doesn't it? I didn't even notice it. Alright, so now you have this table. Now, typically what you want to do is you want to use... I have a feeling, right, in the past, there's basically a lot of things have changed since the past. You don't really need this... What is this location here? I wish I had a proper 32... I'd love to set up a gateway of some kind between these spots. We'll see. I'll probably be able to find this place again. That's really all you need that for. You have to do that to start with. There's no like choice. It's kind of like a bit pointless in a way when you think about it, but that's how it works. I guess it makes sense because otherwise you wouldn't even start the mod if you hadn't found this structure, right? So what was it? TP 0, 100, minus 10 or something? Is it something like that or no? Am I completely... Uh-oh. Oh no, here we are. So actually we're not that far away from... You know, I was reading actually, you know, you don't actually get any patrols if you go right next to a village. Isn't that interesting? Fun fact. That is a fun fact, for sure. Alright, let's set up our... I think because we'll do a night vision for like large portions of this, right? What are those actually? Wow, there's a lot of immersive engineering ones, aren't there? A lot of mana art. Wow, a lot of mana and artifice effects. True invisibility. I'd love to see that. Might check it out. That's not what I was doing. I was doing night vision. And we're going to do particles on minimal. Alright, so we look at what we got there. That is pretty useless. So typically what you want to do at this stage is you actually don't want to go into this chapter yet. You want to go back to the original chapter, which is Discovery. And you want to make this the Resonating Wand. So marble, okay, this is what I was doing before. So we make this. How do you make the Resonating Wand without a Resonating Wand? That's a good question, right? Have I completely forgotten how to do this? You know what? I think I have. I think I literally forgot how you make the Resonating Wand without a Resonating Wand. No, I haven't. You make it in the crafting table, right? Yeah, that's the only... That's the only... What's going on with the sound here? Oh, I have to... Oh, damn it. I've done something stupid with the sound. There you go. Sorry, I haven't set up the keys properly, so... You know, it's such an incredibly tedious issue that... Do you need to have the Is the rule that it... I can't remember. No, you don't need it. So what is the rule for this thing? I can't remember. Let's see. Is it this? I always forget this bit. Really? It's nighttime, right? I think it would actually be clearer without the night vision effect. Of course it's not available. Man, I wish I'd played it a bit earlier. I think the fields are much bigger. They've gone back to being tiny again. Is there no field? Oh wait, I'm not even holding it. Yeah, I am. Well, I don't know if that counts. Might not. I'd love to be able to find a nearby field though. Are there really none though? I think I would see it. I need to see if there actually are any fields at all though. If I'm accidentally messing up. Are there any fields of this stuff? This is something that annoyed me about the previous version of Astral Sorcery, that there weren't, unless I'm doing something ridiculously wrong, which I'm pretty sure I'm not. I did notice this before. There's literally hardly any of the fields. It's definitely not the other tool though, right? Oh no, this is where the crystals are, sorry. It's still weird that they're not showing up. This is something that could be a little bit better in the mod. This is the thing, right? Yeah. This is for rock crystals. It's not, I don't know, I don't like it, if I'm being honest. I think it's... There's no rock crystals around though, anywhere though. Right? There's literally no rock crystals around. So they're actually rarer than they used to be. I don't think the mod would hurt though by having like more obvious, this bit being a bit more obvious. It's like which one you use for the rock crystals, which one is for the star field, right? It's not like, it's not, I don't know. So it's a regular Fozzik, right? Not the Domic. That's Domic, yep, okay. Are you supposed to have liquid starlight at that point? I guess you are. What, the light well, is it that? Nope. Yeah, okay, I see why. I guess it makes sense why it's like that. That is a little bit weird though. I'm not seeing any... Oh, you know why I'm not seeing any? Because I turned particles off. I always forget that, you know. It's not good. It's not good. Am I correct in that? I'm pretty sure I am. Am I? Particles are on. Do you need to have it in your offhand or what? Okay, I was thinking, like, what is going on here? Let me just see. I want to see if there is an issue with the particle setting here. If we have particles minimal, what happens? No, you can still see them with particles minimal. So it's not actually responding to that particular... So, okay. So let's... again, I just like to trigger the actual things, right? So now we can go back to... Is that already it? Sorry, that looks like it already. I know it can't be right there. Not at this Y level, right? What is that? Oh, that's zinc. I guess I haven't actually played with this mod much. Let's make sure. Let's go back into creative. What is this audio file? I turned music off, right? This is not from... I don't like this, you see, because I've got no idea of the copyright status of this audio file. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do about it, right? It doesn't necessarily matter, because honestly, like, live streams are not that important. I don't know. It's just another case of, you know, just don't do that. Oh, these guys are actually underground already. That's interesting. This guy got a backpack. Interesting. What block is this? Scoria. This audio file is really irritating me. Where is the can't actually see it. Oh, that's weird. It's actually to do with how close you are to something. Maybe just goes directly down. Is it going to happen again? It is. It's actually the NPC playing the music. That is weird. This is definitely not it, right? Looks very much like Rock Crystal. This must be the Rock Crystal, right? No? Sorry, let me just... Why am I finding it so difficult to find this thing? It's because the music is really Can I not just turn the music off? You know, I'm just going to turn the ambient environment, maybe. This must be Mana and Artifice. Let's try turning players and voice speech off. It might be, if it's being played by the enemy, it might actually be a hostile mobs. Bro. I'm going to turn everything off just to make 100% sure that. Okay, at least it is one of the settings. Okay, we've established not that. It's not that. Don't think it's that. Right? Correct. No, it's probably not blocks, right? Correct. It's probably this one. That's my guess. Oh, this is infuriating. Of course, it's not playing now, basically. Yep. It's like, bro. 100, 100, 100, 100. Everything's on the 100. You know, I'm not even going to bother looking for this. I wanted to. I don't like that though. That has annoyed me. If I turn music off, I don't want to hear music. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, bro. It's like, no. You know, if you want to, if you want to go to that level, then play it with your literal, with the copyright status. Don't just link to your account, which you can change on like SoundCloud or whatever. Actually, I don't know if SoundCloud can be changed. One of the things I noticed was the see, the problem is like a lot of the websites, you can just we'll take whatever we've got here, right? Is that it? Take that and that and that and that. All right, we missed one. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, one other thing I noticed about the audio, right, is that Creative Cloud licenses, they're not. You can't just change it from like. You can change it to a more like a more punitive one, a more restricted one, right? That is going to work. But you see, if you change it, say you have a very restrictive license, and then you suddenly change it to a very unrestricted license, that actually is not going to work. And that's something which I'd noticed, that the it's actually, I think, what was the way with that website? I can't go into now, but yeah, you better like, if you're going to be a musician and you want to like put your stuff into a mod, you need to basically say, when I created this, I created it with this license, and I'm never going to change it ever. There is a way, like, and there is a way within Creative Commons, but you really have to look into it properly. There's no point like, it's like don't even think about half, like, just saying, yeah, this is fine. It's like, no, it's not fine. It's like music is something that is it's not at all fine to use music. And there's no point pretending that is the case, right? So this uses the same similar thing to the Constellation papers with the not yet revealed stuff. All right, so at this point you can say, well, I've got this. So we'll take just like a shape 1, maybe size 1. I think that's the easiest one to get. And in this case, we can make a light well, right? So we just need some marbled, some runed, and some chiseled, right? So we'll take some runed. don't like how similar it looks. I guess that, I mean that isn't something that really I can complain about too much. It is a little bit annoying though. Lightwell. Should be. Is it really not even possible? Even. Wow, we're in such a poor spot here. So let me just check that the same rule applies, right? This is obviously a really bad spot. It also, if you think about it, I did just. But you see, probably, I would imagine that this. This is surely better, right? Right. So this still applies. This. I'm just like checking the newer versions. Oh, I didn't even take any. Didn't I? I could have sworn I took one of these. Well, I did take it. I don't know where it's gone though. I left it. This is different, right? It never used to actually stay in the crafting grid. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So are you actually high enough? That should be okay, right? This seems slightly more difficult than I remember. Oh no, wait a minute. I just was at the wrong time. Yeah, it was fine. It's actually not a big deal at all. Didn't even need to do this. So I won't. That's interesting, isn't it? It does actually, even though I'm in creative mode, it dropped the items. There's little things like that you just notice after a while. Let's see. Just take like the worst ones, right? This still works, right? Yep. Alright, so what we'd like to do is to make the Phosic resonator, right? And we should be able to find a decent spot. So you don't really need much. Infused wood. Let's just check. I think I know. I'm pretty sure that would just be... let's just check that. Is it planks or is it logs? I probably want to keep that there. I think it's probably logs, if I have to guess. It might be both, for all I know. Yep, it's working. I think it does it really quickly, or no? Let's go into survival again. There's actually not necessarily much point. With Astral Sorcery you can do it kind of in peaceful mode, it doesn't make much difference. Yep, infused wood, no problem. Let's why did I want that? What are the recipes for this? Not much apart from Phosic Resonator. Okay. So this is the way to make the Phosic Resonator. You need to get a... you don't want to cheat it in. But you see you need this recipe. In the Illuminous. Which just requires a gold ingot. Then we can just do this on it. So let's have a look, shall we? I was hoping there would just be one nearby. I may not use it. There's obviously different ways to do this. It's more helpful to have a thing. I just want to see that we're going to see it. I just want to clear my night vision. It doesn't actually necessarily help me that much in this scenario. Can we see any spots where we might be able to find the energy field? These are things that I would recommend changing in the config. Because they're not. Oh, there is actually one right here. Maybe it's better. When I say change it in the config, it's like I don't actually. There's a gigantic one. Well, that's really big. It never used to be this kind of size. All right. So I guess we're going a bit further. It doesn't matter. We can go a bit further. Yeah. So let's just clear a bit more area around this section. So again, we are in. Let's go. So this is looking at negative Z, positive X. Start here. We'll do. Yeah, we could do one below as well. Negative Z, positive X. So we'll go 50. We'll go 10. Negative Z. That's the way I found to remember these things a bit better. We might want to go even a little bit further, deeper down on this. Let's do something like that. And we'll start this time at -3. Well, we're close. We'll go up to 9 here. Or not. I don't want to miss too much here. It's kind of interesting when the actual amount of work that needs to be done is not that high. It's a more difficult area to clear though, this. I'm just going to remove some of these spots. There's not like a terrible amount of stuff here. Alright, so we take a look at the energy field again. No, so we're just going to have to move it up a little bit, this area. So let's take a look at the energy field. Should be somewhere around, yeah, there we go. So we'll just pop it in here somewhere. Let's just offhand it. Should be okay, yeah. Trying to think like what is the best way to do it. And that's not bad for the beginning of the night, right? Is there like a way to see like in terms of the density of it? Let's go back into night vision mode. I just want to see. Because obviously it makes sense to make this as good as you can get it. Like if there's literally there might be a difference between like two different spots. So there. Doesn't look like there's much difference, right? So maybe I think it's just the whole lot. The other thing we could check is the Y level. So that is there. Nothing in it. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't look. It looks like certain things like that would have mattered a lot more in earlier versions of Astral Sorcery. That was a huge deal. There'd be like a massive difference, but not so much this one. All right, let's get on with the mod then. So that's all you really need the Phosic Resonator for, right? Not much more. Okay, so what you then need to do at this stage is you want to upgrade this thing to the next level. And the way to do that is you want to visualize the... there's basically a way to visualize the next level. So let's do that. Shall we? Yep. Yeah, the only really useful thing here is the astral relays, right? Not really much else useful. I just want to, right? Because it used to be to actually build it. Oh no, isn't this thing right? So this has been removed, right? There used to be a thing called the sextant. And that would help you to build, but I believe that has been absorbed into the resonating one now. Let's just check that. I think it's true though. That so if it requires supporting structure, I think this basically doesn't. It means that it won't do it for the astral relay, if I'm correct. Let's see if it does it for the astral relay. So these are still useless, right? But there are. Yeah, that's probably one of the weaknesses, I guess, is that the tools are not very good. Again, the tools are very difficult. You know, tools are just very like. It really depends on the play style. A lot of people that play modded that just don't even, you know, you just get something ridiculous like that. Just completely, it completely messes the whole. You know, it messes things up a bit. So say we had the relay. Astral relay is what? You need a glass lens. I don't think I need to. Let me just grab one. I don't really need to craft it. I don't think that's a huge deal, right? So if I then did this with this, you can't actually do that. See, that is a bit of a problem. The thing about this is that this is the one. It straight up doesn't work. This. If you can't remember, it's sort of like remember what that looks like, dude. Fair enough. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one. It's really only for upgrading the altar and for the Starlight Crafting altar and for the Ritual Pedestal and, you know, a few other ones, right? The ridge. So let's upgrade to the Star. So this does need it, right? That's pretty good. Chiseled Arch Bricks City Pillar. Should we just get them all? We don't really need this anymore, right? That really is not used for much. You could almost bung that on the resonating one, the functionality. So let's just get... I don't think it auto places for you though, right? So let's just get all the types of marble that you're going to need. You've got the runed, you need pillars, you need bricks. Got the chiseled, and you need the engraved, right? And you need the archers. So as long as we've got those in there, everything should work fine. So if I do this, it's not actually displaying it. Why is that? Why are you not showing me? Is it a shift right click on it? No. Yeah, I know it's working because I can see the things over there. It's an interesting one. Wait a minute. Why are you taking me back to this category actually? That's weird. Hmm. Right. After upgrading the table, bro. Alright. Let's get our... Oh, you know what? We've moved all our... That's right. I've made a huge area here. We'll see. We might use this for... We've got a lot of room for stuff, right? From this point. BD'd it. Take ones that I'm probably not going to need too much. Just a bucket of starlight. Just a bucket of starlight is all you need. Sorry, here. Well, that needs a lot. What are you dealing with? I'll tell you what. This ain't going to work. And I'm literally in the star field, right? That's odd. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of the star field. But it's that bad. I just want to check the actual... Yeah, that is terrible. Alright, I guess we're doing the astral relay thing. What is the... astral relay, and then it's chiseled with arches in the middle, right? And what's the one underneath? Sooty, yeah. Okay. Let's get a sooty. Didn't actually get a new... chiseled with arches in the middle. So I'll do one here. I told you in creative. sometimes I just forget that I'm not playing it properly. What's that? 1, 2. Now we've got 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it here? That's there, right? There? Just because I'm pretty low on it, so I feel like I need a jumbo boost. Have I done that wrong? I haven't done it that badly wrong. It's just this is on the right, the wrong side. Bro. Don't tell me that's wrong. That looks right. Oh, right, of course. Alright, so let's look, because there's obviously a thing that, like, you shouldn't have them this close to each other. I found that, though, when I first played ever with Astral Sorcery, I found that it doesn't actually make any difference how close you have them. So let's just, we'll do a little test here. So obviously, even though we're in the faucet within the field, there's for some reason. So here it's pretty dark, right? We've got a decent amount. It's about halfway up on it. Why are you not working, dude? This one might be relative to the particles. Let's see. Huh. It might be. Let me just check if it's registering it properly. It's not here. Why are you not happy with that? That is the right. That is weird. Unless this is somehow the wrong lens. I don't think there's any... No, it should be correct. But it's not working for some strange reason. That is bizarre. I can't think of why that would happen. Glass lens, marble planks, nuggets. The only thing I'm thinking that it might be a crafting recipe thing. It hasn't unlocked properly. What are they called? Astral relays. I need two of them, don't I? I just put the wrong one in. Why am I getting confused with this? This is bizarre. I really wouldn't have thought this would have happened. It really don't work. Is it to do with the blocks underneath? Is it a Y level thing, maybe? Or are you just not happy with there being another one here? Because I never used to care about this sort of stuff. Let's just check one of them. If we can get one to work, it'll be fine, right? I'm amazed that this is not working there. Unless it's a linking, is it a linking tool thing? But we don't have the linking tool yet, and that feature that doesn't even get introduced at this stage. Did I maybe use the wrong type? It might be. That might be the issue. What is this plot we've got? I think it was the wrong type. I never... Were these always like so many of the types of these? I guess there were. What did I use then? This must be what I did. Well, I really got... Oh, you idiot. I was like thinking like, that has never been a problem before this. Alright, forget about this then. It's fine. You literally use the other types of blocks for nothing though. Alright. So 3 should be enough, right? I'm not going to go overboard with it. Are they actually all in the star field? Funnily enough, that one is kind of not in the star field. I don't know if it makes any difference if they're actually all within the thing, but it might. So take a look now. It's not actually that impressive. I was hoping for a bit more than that. We get a chest. All right. You know, I just realised I can't actually do this, can I? Because this is completely in the way. Okay. That's quick. If you actually look at the positioning, it's not actually terrible. This actually might work, kind of. I noticed there's some weird stuff with like Y position nowadays. I don't know what it is. Can we turn that off? Oh, look at this. This is weird. Oh, did you just place it? Did you just place it, dude? Yeah, you did. Well, these are not working now, are they? I bet that doesn't happen. Does that? Well, we'll look at it. We'll look and see if it actually happens or not. Are you good there? So you can actually put whatever you want on here, right? Can we fit it in? You probably could fit it in. Not really, because these are 2 by 2. If you look at the actual width of this thing, it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could have 2 by 3s, right? Where would the 3 by 3s go? 10. Yeah, the problem with 10 is you really need to have 2 things on each side. That way you have 6 and then it'll be an even thing. With a 10 you can't really have a 3 by 3. in the middle, right? But I think honestly, like, looking at the structure, it might just be better just to have the corners here. Let's just do that. We'll remove them for now. Are you still good? Right. Interestingly, actually, it's still got a decent amount. It's actually got more here than I would have expected. So something like this might not be a bad idea. This is actually quite a good one. Good idea. I'd love to be able to place these as quickly, right? All right. The arches, please. Let's get a proper the city as well. Sure we're not getting the wrong one. You know why I did it like that? It's because this is the first one on the list. Why is that the case, though? Surely this alphabetically is before that. It is. It is before that. That makes no sense. That is probably a problem with JEI. Let's just do the whole lot in each one. I think sometimes like you can see like that was good, right? Don't really need to do this, and it's kind of pointless, but why not? I would like to maybe get the. I'd like to get maybe a bit more done than this, because this is a mod that is like I kind of know pretty well. All right. Not terrible, I guess. Where are we at then? All right, should we do a little bit of the old trying to get the constellations now? I think so, because I think we're at the stage of attunement altar, right? Yeah. This is where things really you get a lot of stuff coming through it. Yeah, this is a little bit. It just gets a little bit ropey in terms of what is actually going on, because nobody uses these things, right? Okay, so now we get to the crystal stuff. This is something that I didn't. I think there's a way like you can go around the perk tree in like a more unique way. I think it might be this thing, you know. So I don't remember this from earlier things. Because that's not shifting star, right? No, it's not. This is what we need, right? Okay, so Looks like that category looks like it's been rewritten, to be honest. Just the way it looks different. Alright, where's the achievement order gone? Is achievement order not... Oh, here it is. Alright, let's do this thing. Attunement, there it is. So at this point, what would you actually need to create? Basically nothing, right? You just need the star metal. Yeah, so you do need to be next to crystal. I'm just going to take it. I don't think you necessarily need to worry about too much about these things. So where are we going to put this? This is pretty big, this thing. Let's put it over here. About here. So I want to see what actually happens in survival mode. Doesn't work, is the answer. Let's place it here. Will it automatically place these blocks for me? It actually doesn't, you know. I've got them in my inventory. Why does it not place them automatically? That makes no sense. What actually happens when you place them? Is it registering or no? Let me just get the formation wand. What's it called? There you go. Huh. Yeah, I just want a line towards the player, dude. Why doesn't this thing work? What does that mean? This looks like it's a seems to be like a mana issue, right? Or whatever it's called in this mod. Why are you letting me place it? Oh, it's because of the... I forgot how it works. That's why. Oops. That's interesting. I think you just want line, right? I realised I could have just placed this automatically. Okay, so as long as you're standing in the block space behind it, it's fine, right? What is the range here? It looks like quite high. I think the range is actually... Can I place all the way from here? Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Is there a destruction one as well? Okay, you are telling me that. That's good. That's weird. That's not that weird. One thing that is weird though is how I was able to select both that block and the grass block as well. Okay, so I've obviously gone a little bit far. Is there a destruction one? Let's see. How are you supposed to remove blocks then if you misplace? I don't think there is a way. Magical grappling hook and move around. No. There's no way to remove blocks basically. So if you misplace, that's your fault. Should we just finish this thing? I can't say it's particularly enjoyable to do. I'd prefer if you just did that and just took the blocks straight from your inventory. Should we do some... So telescope is in this chapter, am I not? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, we already missed it. There it is. Do a little telescope stuff. This is where we're going to end the stream probably because it's going to frustrate me. Because they've changed all the constellations, which is super annoying. Where's the arrows? Bro. Is it not? This is not the telescope. It looks like the telescope. Where's the arrows though? Oh, they're right there, dude. Dumbass. Sorry, there is a like yeah. I do have an issue with the brightness setting, so that's why that happens sometimes. Okay, let's see how we do on it. You know what? This is actually brutally hard to do. Why on earth this guy has changed the constellations when they were hard enough as it was to remember? This is a big mistake. I can tell you that much. Because to be honest, if you look at the structures now, it's difficult obviously because I know what they look like originally. But you're basically just reducing the audience by doing that. People that have learned what they look like now just won't know. And it's like a lot of developers, they want to change things. They want to change the name of their mod. They want to change. But it's like, dude, once you've put something out there, you can't just change it if you want to keep your player base. What will happen? This is really a big mistake. Luckily, there are people that will probably put it back to the way it was before. But to change the constellations like this is not a good idea. I'm not going to do it now because I could do screenshots of stuff, but I can't be bothered really. So thanks for watching.